Orath the Winter Wyvern is the oldest living Eldworm and possibly oldest dragon altogether. For my video about all the dragons, check the top right corner. We will later talk about Winter Wyvern and Jakiro, but before that, let's go through her basic lore and relationships. Like many great poets, Orath just wants time to write, but the Winter Wyvern's life is full of interruptions. The epics of the Eldworms have a long and colorful history, but some fear that the remaining dragon scholars are not as prolific as they once were, with few lines added to the Eldworm Edda since the last age of greatness. Orath laments. We forget that there is more to life than triumph and dominion over enemies. We must also live our lives in pursuit of creative expression. She embarks on research expeditions, collecting books for inspiration, but all this research can be terribly distracting, and she spends less time writing than she should. Although she knows she should be lurking in her lair, adding to the Eddas, she finds herself engaged in epic battles against powerful enemies. She loots castles, raids ancient libraries, and if she happens to heap glory on herself in the process, she tells herself that it's merely a side effect of her research. The fact is, while her skill and power on the battlefield are legendary, her scholarly travails have thus far hardly been the stuff of literary acclaim. But she is not content to stand as a protagonist of heroic lore. She wishes also to create it. Winter Wyvern spends her time either writing or looting libraries or seeking out adventures for her poetry. In fact, her name, Orath, is an anagram for the word author. According to Snapfire, her poetry is really good.
Oh, I just love your poetry, Orath. Do one about Mortimer.
However, in Artifact we learn that Orath is suffering from writer's block, and she wants to kill Goodkind.
Writer's block. It's an awful condition that can ensnare even the most prolific of authors. Once the words used to flow freely from my lips to my scribe Thrail's ears. But lately, I've been distracted by the pulp drivel Goodkind unleashes into the world. I had no idea that the adventures of a monosyllabic red thug could capture so many readers. Yet, if I am to be honest, my own works feel boring in comparison. It's vexing. Oh well, I guess it's time to find Goodkind and eat her.
Goodkind is Axe's companion who follows him through his adventures and writes books about it. Check my Axe video in the top right corner for more about them. Other relationships is with Crystal Maiden. In the comic The New Neighbors, Winter Wyvern has moved into a mountain in Icewrack and has been eating the villagers' livestock. Crystal Maiden makes a visit to try and shoo the dragon away, but instead they come to an agreement where the villagers will get some treasure in exchange for Winter Wyvern being allowed to stay. I have a comic dub in the top right corner if you want the comic read to you. Winter Wyvern is also friendly with Crystal Maiden in the voice lines.
I'm an Eldworm now, but I was once a maiden worm. Hello, maiden. And how fare the wolves of Icewrack? Ah, child, your eyes shine like the blue hot glacier.
Other relationships are pretty random, like with, for example, Terrorblade.
I'm always glad to have a dragon by my side, Wyvern. Winter has come to your soul.
Let us keep to the path of terror.
Wyvern also has voice lines for any ice theme hero.
You're the ice-cold wind beneath my wings. I've got your number, Lich. Was that ice you were shooting? I hardly noticed.
And fire theme heroes.
Keep your flames under control in my presence. Lena, I don't find you hot at all. The sky is on fire, Phoenix. Not so close, Ember Spirit. You're warming my wings.
Dragons.
I knew Slyrak, Dragon Knight. You're no Slyrak. These are unfriendly skies for a viper.
And anything that flies.
Oof. Furry wings. Unnatural. That was unequal combat. Stone wings. An abomination. You only wear your wings when none can see them. Feathered wings, Skyrath Mage. Is that really wise?
And here's some of the voice lines from other heroes to Winter Wyvern. They're mostly about winter and wings.
There is no winter in the abyss.
Winter's curse burns away.
Your wings are clipped your wings.
One interesting hero relationship is with Dark Willow. She has this to say.
You forgot what you are? You traded your power for a pen? Pathetic. You're a poet, not a fighter.
Whether or not this is meant literally or figuratively is unknown, but my bet is it means Winter Wyvern used to be a ferocious dragon that slayed thousands, but now is much more chill and just wants to write. Void Spirit thinks she has wasted her potential.
You had the power and the intellect, yet let it come to waste.
And Antimage's persona, Wei, is not a big fan of her work.
I hope you fight better than you write poems. So, Orath, I've read some of your stuff. It's very, verbose.
So, one thing that really annoys me related to Winter Wyvern's lore is how people always bring up the theory about her being Jakiro's mother. It's because of this voice line.
I should have crushed you in the nest.
The father is speculated to be either Cyrek, the dragon who fused with Dragonite, or Phoenix. But first of all, that is not even nearly hard proof it was her nest. Second of all, there are different kinds of dragons. Winter Wyvern is an Eldworm and Jakiro is Pyrexia. And third of all, that voice line's implications become moot when there's this voice line from Jakiro to Winter Wyvern.
Cousin, you do us wrong.
Cousin, which means most likely they aren't related at all, it's just because they're both dragons, and if they are related, it's not a mother and child relationship. The most annoying thing about this is that the new, current writer of Dota 2 Artifact and Underlords, Steve Jaros, has said in an email that she is indeed his mother. He also likes the idea of the father being Phoenix, who isn't even a dragon. I do not accept this as truth, since there are different species and Jakiro calls Winter Wyvern cousin, which would be weird to call your mother. But you can of course believe what you want. Anyways, that's it for this video. I will be going away with family soon, so I won't be posting anything until January. Hope you have a great Christmas and Happy New Year. Peace.